Good morning, Sabkumar Namaskar. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu. Welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. So today I start with World Champion Petrosian. So I will cover up some more leftover positions from yesterday. Now actually Petrosian is very difficult. It is very difficult. All world champions, the style is clear. Petrosian style is extremely difficult. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. I will check that. So it is very difficult. You know, Petrosian, he was not any positional player or some attacking player. His style was unique. He was having a negative style. I mean, stop everything first. Commenting about Petrosian's style, Bobby Fischer said that 20 moves before Petrosian can imagine what threat is coming. So he was stopping everything, no plan. Now, but he had a thorough understanding of the strategy of chess, and he was. Some people dubbed him as the Python. Python first strangulates the prey, kills, and then eats. So he was his strategy of a strangulation, Python. So this is very important to understand Petrosian. And normally, even many great players also don't understand Petrosian in the past. There are two, three players I will name: Petrosian, Korchnoi. They are of very similar style, but Korchnoi is a different thing. Petrosian is totally different. Now, for example, in the given position, white Botvinnik, black is Petrosian. I'm just giving an example. Now, black is actually better in the position. Why black is better? First, you tell me the weak point of white. Then only you will understand why black is better. Then we'll show. Then I will say how to exploit those weak points. Hello, Ramakrishna, Akshar Jhala, Manish, Vatsal Parikh, Birabhadra Singh, Om Desai, Paresh Kumar. No, no, no. It is not Om Desai. It is not that in the wrong way. When Spassky was playing a match with Petrosian, he asked Botvinnik that I don't know how to win a game against him because he is just playing so dull, not allowing anything, not doing anything. He will not do anything, not allow anything. So Botvinnik told a very simple thing. You lose a game, then you will know how to beat. That means you have to motivate yourself. Botvinnik said, Spassky asked him how to win against Petrosian. He is not allowing, not doing. Then Botvinnik made a simple answer. Lose one, then you will know how to win. Hello, Subankar. Good morning. Hello, Mukund Agarwal. First, you find out what is the weakness in white camp. Can somebody guess and tell me what is the weakness in white camp? Yes, yes, Petrosian, Kasparov, I know. White is weak. B3, S3 weakness. Yes, I do agree. But at the moment, we cannot. The weakness is irrelevant if we cannot punish. S3 is a weak point. But How? There is no chance that you can approach. The knight cannot come. And b3, I cannot put a second attack on b3. Those weaknesses which you cannot focus, you should leave. But it is very strange that Petrosian gets a fantastic idea. Okay, please find out one more weakness. Okay, bye Ramakrishna. This is very strange. Now he finds, okay, I'll give you some more time. Then only you will understand Petrosian. Yes, there you come. There you come, e4 pawn. This is the pawn, center. This is the one. This is the one he targets. See, you see, at the moment, rook d8 is okay, but it is not so dangerous. So here we will play this. No, not dangerous. So this is the correct move. Why this move? Because the rook now will watch and the bishop will come here. He will prepare the bishop, go after the. This is the whole idea. Bishop f7. Now c5. You need to push the pawn. You cannot avoid this move. Only move. And now knight comes. Idea bishop f7. Now bishop f7. Suddenly his focus point is e4 pawn and he is preparing the maneuver. Knight coming here, knight coming here, or whatever. The pawn will be in trouble now. Knight. Now you are forced to play knight f5. White has only move. No other way to protect. Only move. And now the position is minus plus. Suddenly the bishop has become bad and the rook is redundant. These two rooks are doing nothing there. And the knight is also not doing. So the position has changed dramatically. Dramatic change. And now he will generate play. He will switch the rooks to this side. He will switch the rook to this side. And now the king and everything is in trouble. Very well played. It reminds me the game of Kasparov versus Karpov, Camry Spring. And now initiative. Grandmaster, world champions, they are very strong when they get initiative. It's all over. So now knight a3 will come. And now if you play rook, then rook will double. And if you play another tempo will come. That tempo will come. Now justice is coming over. So you have to come another tempo. It's lost. So this is very important. Now, okay, the whole idea. So I've just gave an example what Petrosian is like. Bishop f7. Oh, what a interesting idea. Now I'll show you one more position. One more position. This is Dachstein Petrosian. The position is actually, it appears white is better because the pawns are ready. The pawns are ready to advance. The rook is ready. The queen is ready. So he's preparing to expose the king. This is the plan. But in return, black has a H file open. H file is open. And this is also queen is watching indirectly. So why black is not without chance? Black's only problem, the bishop is not well placed. So if the bishop is active, then black is very strong. But how the bishop will become active? You cannot play your own king position. So this is important. The bishop must get life. That is the only thing. The only defect in black's camp is the bishop. Yes, yes, yes. Pawn push. Opening the position of his own king, but main idea after you play, if you play pawn takes pawn, then bishop takes pawn is coming. This is now no bad piece, and the bishop is fantastic now. Bishop is fantastic, and this is also the target now. A target, target. Then h5 will open a finish. Now at the moment, what is the threat he is giving? He is giving a threat of rook into pawn, rook into pawn, and when you take it, another rook check will come, and thereafter knight into g3 is made. For example, let us say you play a move like bishop. Idea, the rook is coming for mate. So I will play rook into pawn. Now king into. Now you play rook check. I give. Now knight and knight is it's finishing the game. So the bishop gets life means it is all over. Very important concept. So he plays f5. Now he plays rook. Want to exchange the rook. No objection. Now he plays rook coming, putting pressure on the point. You decide. I want you take, I want you push, you do about something about this. Now knight on knight is not good. Queen check is coming there. So here plays pawn into pawn. That is precisely wanted. Now no bad piece in black camp, and the king is comparatively safe now. It can run away. It can run. No danger. This is doing nothing. Pawn b6. Now check. Oh, it will not work now. Everything is good. Now white has no attacking chance. Black pieces are active. Black is passive, and also coincide is very badly placed. Now in a given position, Petrosian was a great player. He gave maximum number of exchange sacrifice than anybody. This exchange sacrifice. Now black has centralized pieces and pass pawn. So black and this is a target. The king is bad. This is bad. This is bad position. Weak squares. All the weak squares. The squares are weak. Black has centralized pieces, and the pawn will fall. Now it is queen side is just is rolling. This position is miserable now. So you can see this is 28th move. Now just see about 4-5 moves before. Now this position, this is just 18 move. In another 10 moves, the white position collapses. That this is an example. Hello, Kribya Parmar, Devers. Okay, Amita Mehta. This from a bad position. Actually, white is not so bad, but the way he played it, I mean, it is exemplary. It is exemplary. Disaster. Okay, you need not do this. You can play bishop here. You can do, but I will take. Now the position, the center is good. What I will do now in such a situation? What will I do? Maybe I will play here. Wait a minute. If you do this, what will I do? Maybe I will play here. This pawn. I think I should get rid of the rook now. I should get rid of the rook because the rook is not doing a good job. I will get rid of the rook, and now after that everything is better because the bishop is not good. Pawn is a target. The knight will come quickly to e6. Once the rook is gone, the king will come very active. So very good position. Okay, I will tell you. See, about the weak point. I have showed you the game of Laskar and you or somebody where the king side attack is obvious. So when there is an obvious king is involved, you see. When there is capture and threats, you see. But this sort of positional play, it is very important to understand Petroshev. Okay. Now let us see one more question. I give you another interesting question. This particular position is black to play. Amazing ideas. Amazing. Now I want you to find out what are the weakness of white, and then only we can plan. First, you notice the weak point. Then only we can plan. Find out what is the vulnerable weak point of white. Okay. I have not seen yesterday's game. I have not seen. Today in the evening I will see. Today evening. The weakness in the white man. No, it is not the E5 B6 plan. I will tell you this is the weak point. This is one target. And this is the weak square. That means the knight should come. This knight, this knight must come here. Like this, and then this. But you do not have to be impatient for that. The point is you need to build up patiently. So first he comes. Now bishop. No need to take. No need to take that knight. Comes. Necessary. Now this is a threat now. This is a threat. He is giving a threat. Rook pinning. So necessary. No, no hurry. You are free to take. These are all not good moves. So you can't play. So this is good move. Now, if you take pawn takes pawn, bishop takes is very good. No problem. So black has only better pieces. You cannot play NC4. That will give positionally bad pawn structure. NC4 is bad. If you play NC4, I am going to take bishop takes, and then knight coming here, and knight there. Pass pawn. Then this is a target. Pass pawn is there. Knight is fantastic. Then I will switch the rook. I will switch the rook to this side. Then rook exchange, and it is a better position. So he will not play c4. He will play. Now knight is coming. Okay. Once again, you need to be very careful about your planning. So in the game, the idea is to come here. What will you do now? Okay, Veerabhadra, I will check that. I will check that. I will check the games. Maybe I can analyze the games in one of session. Now, this is a threat. So how to cope up with the threat? Petrosian place now, the bishop. Idea, you are welcome. You are welcome. But what about your knight? What about your knight? Coping up. Coping up. You now knight is under attack. No good square. Now the knight is under attack. The position is just gone. He resigned. Now in the game, he just resigned. What are you going to do now? Now, if you move the knight back, then I will play bishop c5. And now the position, what is this is doing nothing here. And then I will return. So he resigned. It's premature. But in the game, this position, bishop f8, nb7 itself, he resigned. What will you do now? So this is important to understand that strong and weak points, how to attack and defend. He was a master of defense and also strategy. Now one more position I want to give you. Okay. Now this is a standard line, and modern theory gives easy equality for black. Exchange variation is not dangerous. Many plans. You can play the Botvinnik plan BB4. You can do this one. This is a good plan. You can do Beliavsky's plan. Knight coming there. So there are many plans here. So here in those days theory was not so well versed. So bishop d6. Okay, this is not the best way. Not the best way. Okay. Bishop into bishop is bad because H file will open up. Now the king has not castled, so I'll use the H line. So exchanging now it is not a good idea. It's a bad move. Knight e4 is bad now. Now if you play f5, you can compromise the king side position badly. Now this is weak point. F3 break will come later on. It is bad. So here you should not do f5. Here this is necessary. Counterplay. He recovers the pawn but is waiting. Now knight e5 is bad. Queen b5 and take bishop check and superior position for white. The e4 pawn will fall. Bishop check will come. So he cannot play knight. He has to play the only move queen. The position is plus minus. Now you can't play. If you play, you see you have to observe this point. And knight is watching this point. That means when you bring bishop here, some queen a4 will come. Bishop c4 will come. So there is h file is open. H file is open. So all these factors, there is now you have got a positional advantage for white. And it is not coming by just by chance. It is not coming naturally. Petrosian has planned all these things. He has planned. Now, if you take that, the Greek sack will come. If you have to take that, then bishop d3, bishop h7, some discover check. Okay. Now, takes check. Okay. I want you to find how to win this position. All of you will agree that white has a fantastic compensation. So, what is the winning plan in the position? Winning plan. I don't know. I don't know some grandmaster who said, if Tal gives a piece sacrifice, take it. I don't know who is the grandmaster. He says, when Tal gives a piece sack, you take it. But Petrosian gives a pawn also, you don't take. So it is a difference. Because Tal always played interesting live chess. He did not care good or bad. It appeals an activity. So Petrosian is not like that. Exact opposite side. That is one way to put it. What Tal, Petrosian is exact opposite. If you consider Tal a storm, then people will say Petrosian is it is a pahad or hill. Eh? So it is immovable object. He will resist. So what to do now? He has given a piece. How to win? Please find out. Double, yes, you have get an idea, Birabhadra, double and let's fine. But execute it. Now you have made a plan to double a nice file, but execute and show me. Execute your plan. Rook c4 tempo. So he gives bishop first check. Only move, then attacks. You see, he does not want to give. I will tell you. Now you are a piece down. So he can escape mate, and if you are giving a pawn, then you are not getting. He is already you have given a piece. You don't want to give another pawn. So you continue the attack, further giving material. The only move now tempo. So only move. If you go back, it will leading to checkmate. So I will give bishop check. So here comes here. So here you comes. Now the idea now only move. You see why? What is the difference? For example, now here in this position, if you come here, what is the defense? He will play f5. End of the attack. That is the reason. This is the f5 was the defense. Because f6 will not work. Because f6, I will have bishop. I will have bishop posted here. It is all over. So this is the whole point that f5 is the defense. So that is why now if we here the correct execution check and discover check. Now here he resigns because you have to come here and then rook coming here. It is all over. It is all over. For example, now I come here. So you have to come like this, only move. There is no move because bishop here, bishop this is over. So only move here. Now rook check. Now rook check. Here. Now rook check. Here. Now rook into. Should win the game. So the whole point is the concept timing. First of all, he refused to give pawn, and then the tempo, and then give check, and then coming the correct move. This is the correct move. Stopping the defense. All right. Now I will go to the next one. Petrosian Lubzovic, Nimzo Indian. The main line. So there are many ways. You can play c5, you can play d5, you can play b6. These are the lines, but this is also a classical approach. The position it is very normal now. Actually, this is not the correct move. You should have played cd4 and after ed4 bishop retreats. And if you take the bishop now, suppose you take the bishop now, this is giving counterplay. Now if you have to take with the pawn and black plays a5. This is correct. Why a5? Because you will weaken the c5 square for the knight. After the move, I play Then later on, the c5 square I will seize. I will move the knight, play b6. So this is important to play. So it is bad move that instead of playing pawn takes pawn, he played that directly. So this gives a free hand. Now the d4 point is strong. White has better game. He has got sub pair, the good center. When you see analysis of lot of classic games, you will get the idea. I recommend you see the game uh, Making versus Larson. Enrique Making, Brazilian Grandmaster, went Larson. I think San Antonio, probably San Antonio, 1972. You get an idea how to play in a typical structure. Very well. Not allowing any counterplay, no any e4 allowed. And now preparing future e4 will come. No problem. Not this BD2. This is not the best way, you know. So here he wants to play the correct move. BD2, Queen C7. Then he has got sort of play on the C4 square. C4 square he will play. So Queen D2. No trick will work. Bishop B5 is a threat now. Bishop B5, very annoying move. And now white is better. Center. E5 will come with a crushing effect. You can't play this move. You know, if you play this, maybe rook b4 will come. Maybe rook b4 will come now. I think I have to say this. I guess I should play pawn push. Now rook into pawn, and now pawn into pawn, and now queen into check, king here. There is a pressure here now, and now there is a threat also here. The threat of bb2 and threat of bishop h7. So he avoided this move. In the game, he played pawn into pawn, pawn into, and now dc3 is not good. If you accept the pawn, that white has initiated, very powerful initiative. Now pawn e5, rook coming, joining the attack. So this is just crossing. After the move, the bishop is ready, the knight is ready. So these four pieces will kill because this is coming now. So you cannot accept that pawn. After the move, he played queen, and now this position will play itself. Center and all active pieces crushing. So just one mistake, you have to just one mistake. He was not leaving the opponent. Petrosian was very good blitz player also. He was also an excellent blitz player. Normally, the technical players are very fast in blitz games. Like Karpov, he was a fantastic blitz player. Even though his style is positional, and Petrosian also very strong in blitz. Now the position is defend f7. Now rook e7 is not working on account of double attack. e7 and h7. Rook e7 is failing. Now, if you play f5, this is crossing. I will now capture. Finish. Defend f7. Defend d7. Not only exchange up, but with a decisive mate. If you take checkmate. Petrosian was a positional player. That doesn't mean he was missing combination. They calculate all variation very quickly. Now checkmate. So only move. Now the game is finishing because now queen f7 and two rooks will reach 7. Queen f7 check. You are forced to take, and now rook will join and it will be over. Forced, and it is all over. So the activity, piece play activity. Yeah, it is atmosphere is closed. I have closed all the windows and door. Everything is shut down. Christmas is coming, so it is natural. So 1 month will be cold. I don't know other places that Ahmedabad and Delhi are the always similar climate. So सर्दी बहुत है. 1 week 1 month तो रहेगा. Hello, Parth Kuntal Rawal. Manish Radia. Rook c4. Yes, yes. So this is the point. The mistake. Where is the mistake? One positional mistake. Bishop into c3. This is the one. So should play cd4. And then after ed4, the bishop goes back. You can go back here. Because if you go back, I will go and then I will play 6. So this is just a good position for black. Black is having no problem. This mistake, he was ruthless. All right. Petrosian and Taimano. 1955. Semislav. So he just goes for a very simple line. There are many variations. So he goes for straightforward, simple line. The idea of the move is to prevent the e4 break. So, but it is not very popular. The normal move here is to play bishop d6 or b7. This is the most popular move. After bishop d6, castle, castle, and you play e4, take, 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 and now h6, h6. And then you play bd2, bc3, you play bd2, bc3, and then bishop c2, queen d3. It is, and now after, this is necessary. It is a blunder. It is a blunder to play e5 because I take, and then check comes, and then this check comes. So h6, white is plus equal. You have to play h6, h6, and in that case, the power of the bishops. These two bishops are very good. White is strategically superior. He should play maybe bishop coming here and queen d3, or the bishop will come here with the idea bc3. All this thing will come. You may play bd2, bc3, c2, queen e2, rook d1. White stands better. But in the game, this is played preventing the idea of e4. Now a waste of time. So you cannot afford to waste time in opening stage. That too as black. He has managed to the whole idea. Now the bishop wants to get activity. But black has lost time and the center is now better for white. Well played. Excellent move. You can notice this is a weak square. And now as the game opens up, the bishops get more lively. maybe it is possible that interpolation of rook d1 can also be stronger here. Interpolation of rook d1 is also a good move. This is also a good move. Okay, it comes. Okay, the point is if you play knight f6, pawn into pawn is coming. Analysis showed that queen e7 gives a stronger resistance. This gives a stronger resistance. Okay, intermediary move. You can't play g6, a piece sack. You cannot play g6. The bishop into g6 will crush, and because the diagonal will open. And now the rook is coming, finishing the game. The position is now terrible. Now, if you play knight f6, I will not. I will play c5. Now, knight into rook into d6 with a devastating position. Threat on the queen and threat on the h6. Now, if you take now rook into queen with a rook into bishop with a threat, rook into pawn will come because of the pin. So, no, he has to play now. So, what I did. So, here, knight, bishop into pawn, bishop c5. Tempo, knight f6, I'll capture. I'll capture and give a fracture. Total fracture pawn structure. Very bad position. Sometimes when we calculate, we should not go long deep. We should say that this is a bad position, so we should leave the variation. That means in our calculation, we should see that knight f6 is not working. Now he plays queen, forced, threat, threat, knight f6 is again bad. Knight f6 bad. So only move. Now this d6, f5, this rook, everything has become active. Position into a knight is coming. The idea is vacating the square and the knight is looking for this. That means the square knight should enter. So vacate that square. It should resign now. Lost. Beautiful positional play. But actually, I will tell you, the whole idea, it is important that this player should mix up. This is the normal. This is the normal. Normal. Bishop, I mean, direct bishop d3. Even this is played here. Even this also. I think Tal played this with Michael Rowe. This is also okay, not bad. But not this move and then come back. Hello, Parvathakar and Mahi Doshi. So player cannot waste time in the openings, especially as black. A very good model game. A player should not play waste time after this, again this, and this is all over. Okay. Petrosian has a cousin. So we have a position. This is Catalan position. Catalan, basically, the main problem with black is the development of these pieces. What black needs to, if he can dissolve and play c5 into d4, then he will get equality. The time factor, he does not get that time. If black manages to play c5 and take and then c6, everything, but he is not getting time. So this is a passive. There are three type of Catalan, close Catalan, and you can play some the Taras type of thing or take the pawn. For example, here Now only when this d4 comes, it becomes a Catalan. So here d4. Now you can take the pawn. You can take. Now you can play knight e5. You can play pawn c5, and this position will be a good position for white because the bishop is powerful and center is better. So in the game, you can, if you play directly here, this is close kata. The idea is to bring the knight to d7 and then capture the pawn and defend the knight pawn. This is mixing up. You have to play in the close Catalan is this. This is how you have to play. Then I may play b3, or I may take the pawn, go into the exchange variation, Ragozin system. So there are many type of moves are there. Okay, here this is not good at the moment. Passive position. White is better. Now knight d7 is not possible. White has grabbed the initiative. Not going to work. No, all this thing is bad. It is just bad. Weaknesses. Now you have to see how many weak squares she has created. C4, C6, C5, all the weak squares and underdeveloped. The main more important thing to notice that black is underdeveloped. He falls for the bait, plus minus. He will never get time, and now it will be very difficult. Position remains passive. For the in return for the pawn, you have got the fantastic bishop on the long diagonal, and this bishop is also very strong. Knight cannot come owing to pressure here. So he has fallen to a bait. Threat. Knight f7 and e5 is coming. Okay, you have to meet. Now rook. If you play knight into, then rook is coming here. So you be patient, rook. Petrosian position, no, he expects all these things in advance, calculating quickly. I would say in this respect, I would say Carpo very quickly will calculate to cover his weak points in the camp. Return, go back, go back. Now go back, plus minus. Once again, I have got the same position, same threat. Knight f7 threat is coming. Bishop c4 is coming with a bigger effect, and still he is unable to develop. There is no other way. Unfortunately, there is no way he can develop his piece. It is too late to play a5, rook a7, rook c7. So he plays, forget about it. Or in the Petrosian, from in this position from black side. Okay, I will ask, I will see that. What do you do black side after bd4? Welcome Adi Jain. So this is lost, lost. Now bishop g2 threat. Oh, this is giving, king. Your king position is vulnerable. Run. Now rook e4 you play, run. All over. Mate, it is finding a checkmate. Now checkmate is coming. No, no way. lost. Disaster. But actually, it is all, Petrosian's game. Now, what is the mistake he has done here in the game? That D5, D4, not the neglecting. So, this is a trick. A player should not fall into this. After this, here, now, these are bad plans. Player must develop, complete develop. Though the position is inferior, the whole point is this is a bad plan. Now, the position is plus. You have to play in D7. Knight d7, and in that case I guess I will get an advantage. I think the bishop f4 is good. Now first I want to do activity, but first double complete development. I want to do e5, I want to prepare, but first say there is a threat, positional threat I am giving. So defend that threat. You cannot give me the bishop, then the bishop will be too powerful and this will become a target. That means you have to go passively. Now e5 is good. Now the knight will enter. The pawn is pinned and the knight is ready. The queen is ready. White has initiated. So I think bishop f4 is very good position. Okay. So I will leave this game. Now what is Birabhadra telling? What is the idea he is telling? E4 c5. Knight f3 d6. D4 c and d4 and f6. G3. Now g6. So it's a regular dragon. F3. Bishop g7. B3. Castle. D5. B3 castle. Queen D2. Now D5 is bad move. This is a bad move. Now you should not play D5 when you can white gets E5. So you normally black plays knight C6, normal move. Idea, the knight is watching the square and now this becomes a threat. This is the standard way. So what is the move is telling? D5. This is a bad variation. Why I must play ED5? Why? When you get the gold, why go for Tamba? This is plus. Why it has a simple plus here? Now you don't want to allow me E6, right? You don't want to allow 97, allow E6, and if you go here, you F4. The position is simply clearly better for white. So why you must play ED5? The whole variation is not correct. So I would say the D5 is a dubious move. This is dubious. The correct move here is to play NC6, giving a threat, no E5. And then bishop, you can play bishop C4, stopping the D5 move. You can play castle also. This is this is a good move. This is a good move. And whole variation, you can play G4. This also stops D5. So the knight C6 comes. Now the idea is to play D5. I can play G4, stopping. I can play castle and allow D5 and play. I can play, but this is not a good move. Virabhadra. Okay, okay. NC6 castle. Okay, okay. You have given B3 and then you have said Queen D2 NC6. Okay, you have given NC6 and castle. Now castle. What is the line you are telling? D5. 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 ED5. ND5. ND5. NC6. NC6. Okay. NC6. BC6. Sub D4. What to do from black after BD4? So this is one of the main line, This is one of the popular. You should play E5. Now black must play E5 and bishop comes here and the main theory goes bishop E6. This is the main line. Now this is bad. This is bad. I will play. Now the plan rook will come here into the line. Now this is good for very active for black because I have got knight, rook, queen, bishop and a rook and this bishop all are active. Now taking this is bad. This is bad. And if you play here, for example, B2, rook, and now that's a direct threat. I'm giving the threat directly. You will have problem. You cannot play B3. Then the bishop becomes dangerous. So the castle is not correct. Here queen D2, castle. No D5. This is bad move. This is bad because of E5. Now this is the correct move. So I play and you should not take. This is question, I will say dubious move. Bishop F8, it is a dubious move. So the correct move here that you will play knight E4. Knight E4. Knight E4, maybe you can play H6. I still welcome bishop takes. I still welcome. Black should not worry. Black should play H6. With the idea, I want to play some move like F4, drive the because immediate F4 knight G5 is coming. Knight G5 is coming. So I want to play now H6. With the idea, I want to play F5. F5 now. So you can play G4. All this thing goes on. So on and so forth. Maybe you can play here F6, G4. Now after the H6 move, G4 and you can play Rook E8. Array, maybe maybe I can show you one game whole position कहाँ तक गया कैसल D5 ये जो है ये आया ये बिशप E6 बिशप knight E4 I will show you a game कौन कुदरीन का गेम था सरजई कुदरीन now you have a choice to stop NG5 by playing H6 you can also avoid this is possible now if you play C4 if you play C4 I will not move the knight maybe I will play queen C8 no queen C7 idea you take I will gain my piece I will gain so C4 is not a crime C4 is not a danger because I will just move the queen so you play bishop C4 H6 now F5 now I am preparing to play F5 so G4 I think it seems to me black position is very active now very active position is in trouble queen attack B2 attack mate threat khatam. But all these things white need not to open like this is like self goal to take the pawn and open the line so I would show a game of Edward Gufeld Jadia Gufeld was expert on this line so this is a good line here bishop e6 and now rook e8 this is a theory I think public का game है ये 58 actually modern theory gives queen I think as I remember I saw with queen c7 some theory but even this is also excellent I think is also excellent. Pressure, pressure. This is also good. This is between two very active grandmasters. Hmm. So this is good. Hello, Keval chess, Keval chitara. So this position, this is how black should play. After B6, you need not worry about the exchange. This is actually why black will be very active here. If you take it, queen into is a compensation. Here, if you take, this is fantastic compensation. Dangerous. Now you should worry about bishop h6 and worry about the b file. I need to open up the line. ये जो है open करना है मुझे. So this is dangerous. Not a good idea to accept the sacrifice. Now here f5 is good. b2, bishop into b2 threat. क्या मारा? Queen into is met by queen into g5 and king into is met by queen a5. Three attack, rook check threat. The threat is rook check. The threat is bishop into c3. This is all home analysis. All home analysis. अभी क्वीन इंटू h2 आ रहा है, a2 आ रहा है, क्वीन इंटू a2, rook coming, discover attack. This is very complicated and a good game. Make a note of the game. Make a note. Make a note of this game. Please note Velimirovic Gufeld. I think it is worth analyzing, but don't play like this without working at home. Please note this game, Birabhadra. Okay. So, all right. What is that? E4 G5. What is this? Oh, no, this is okay. I go. What is the move you are telling? E4 G5. What rubbish it is? One E4 G5. No, you should not waste time with this kind of thing. You should not waste time with this kind of stuff. Now D4 E6. Why I will play E6? First of all, G5 you don't play. No, if I will not advise you, no, G6, you mean G6. Okay, maybe you have typed wrongly. E4 G6. You have typed wrongly. D4, now you play E6. Something is wrong here. Okay, I will not discuss E4 G5 is, no, it is rubbish. Not at all. I will not discuss this. Okay, going to the next game of Petrosian. So where I was? I was with Petrosian Khasin. Oligarski Petrosian. Okay. Polgoski, Kortunai, they used to calculate a lot of lines. And both are positional and great players. This is also popular is to play knight d7 or knight c6. This is also possible now to play b6. So a6. Now if you play here, pawn into pawn, I will return the bishop. So here in this position, this variation black is good because center, the c3 point, black is little better. Artificially, this piece is badly placed. This is artificial. Minus plus. Position is minus plus now. The whole concept of rook f5, rook c5, and weakening the king, it turns out badly. Okay, you want to know how to punish such a move. Okay, I will tell you. I will tell you, Birabhadra, what to do first as rubbish moves. Okay. Now the position, you cannot accept it. It is checkmate. You cannot accept it. And now you have to play only move. There is nothing else. Everything is tied down. Now the rook is doing nothing. So he wants to attack the knight. Minus plus. Straightforward rook check is coming. Lost. The position is just terrible position. Uncoordinated pieces. I will tell you where the mistake goes. I will tell you here. Do it in training mode. Nothing wrong. So nothing wrong in the position. Still this is good. I think you see at the moment you do not have to play mechanical. You don't have to do a3 move. I think rook d1 is good move. Rook d1, white stands little better. You will have some position of queen not accepted. Okay. If you play b5, b3, now c4, bc2, white stands better. Okay. Paresh Kumar, you are back. Paresh Kumar, bf1. Okay. So I will tell you, Virabhadra, now I will tell you what is wrong with such rubbish moves. I will tell you. So e4. Now I will tell you, I cannot show mate. The position, apart from the pawn weakness, square weakness is there. There are square weakness, pawn weakness. So you should not actually try to punish the opponent right away because already it is a self goal. Already the position is a self goal. Okay. So what I will do? You can go right away. You can play right away h4. What are you doing? You have to take it. Then you are giving me a ready-made target. And what about the king? Now the only move seems to be pawn into pawn. Is there any other move? So, pawn into pawn. Okay. Now here maybe I can play queen h5. You want to come queen into pawn. Now you defend the threat. You defend. Now h file is open. I have got three active pieces already. Already two active pieces and threat is coming. You need to play d6. Okay, maybe here I should play here knight c3. Knight c3 is a good move. d4 is a good move. White is already plus. So you should not even discuss. These positions are rubbish. Which opening is the g5 then d4? Stupid. d4 g5. Question mark. I can play h4 with advantage. Okay, let us say I play d4. For argument's sake, this is a good move. I think this is a good move. For argument's sake, we'll play d4. Now what he says here? Here he plays e6. All right. Then what is this? E4, G5, D4, E6, knight F3. Why you have to play knight F3? Why? Why not H4? Why not? H4. Now you have to decide. Okay, I attack. Now what about this pawn? Eh? So this is you want to defend this? No, I will play normal move. Maybe I will play normal move. Defend. Knight cannot come. Rubbish. So it is bad. This is just bad. Okay, I leave this. Timid. You know, Botwini punished timid Benoni. This is a bad move. White is a choice. If you are a e4 player, white will place now transpose to Sicilian defense. So white is better. Space. Now Botwini demonstrated this is not necessary. You can play just NC3. And center I am coming. Now if you play NF6, now E4, now G6, this position already white is better. Because there is no need of the pawn push. Okay. So this is bad. So he plays no need to play C4. White is white has space and center. Now black has nothing better than converting into a Benoni position. No other move. It is too late for Benko now. So you have to do now Benoni position. So you have got transport one of the popular Benoni setup. Okay, he's playing correctly. There are two plans. Normally, black plans to bring the knight to e5, or he prepares this maneuver, and rook here and then b5. This is one of the plans. The other plan is to play nd7 and ne5. So he goes for the built up slow plan. Plus, now the thematic, this point, this is very good. Now bishop f4 is coming, and eventually I will prepare for e5. bf4, queen d2. Welcome to surrender the bishop. What else you will do? This is coming with a bigger force. Now that this point is 1, 2, 3 are supporting, now he will prepare. The queen d2 is coming, the e5 break is coming. Getting ready, no b5. Now I stop the move b5. Now you see, he doesn't want to do queen at the moment. So you will see the idea. Normally, you should not place the queen in front of the rook, but there is no chance that f5 is coming. So the queen is comparatively safer. You have to defend. You know b5 coming. Defend. Now b4 coming. Petrosian was playing always a cat and mouse game. Go taking pawn into pawn. G4 will open only the h file. F file. Crushing. You will get baited. Now queen side, king side both cannot be defended. Overwhelming here. The position a6 weakness, no b5. Hopeless position. Hello, Vela. Yes, yes. Petrosian Parchman. I have kept that game. That queen sack. Good morning, Vela. Okay, this is just gone. Okay. So the whole concept is the whole concept of d4 c5 itself is a bad. This itself I give the move a question mark. I give the move a dubious move. In the opening itself, not good. Because white gets better game. Of course, I will tell you if you want to play d4 c5, then there is one way you can play d6. Now c4. Now not this move. You can play e5. You can black can play e5. Now knight c3. Black can play bishop e7. The idea after e4 that this is a bad piece. I want to exchange for the good piece of white by playing bishop g5. This is good. Now if you play knight f3, now I will get rid of this. Get rid of this. Now white has development, but black has got rid of this bad piece. This is very important to know. And who is the player playing? Vladimir Malako. Malako played this quite a lot, few times. This sort of setup. D4, C5, D5, and D6. And now then E5 is no. Here E5. This is what he was doing. To meet NC3 with B7 with the idea to play bishop G5. And if you play here bishop, suppose on B7, suppose you play knight F3, idea. Now I want to play, I can play a move like bishop G4. Because meeting E4 is the same thing. I take, and anyway I get rid of the bad piece. I will do. And by the way, on knight F3, bishop G4, and if you give a check here, check. Now the correct move is to play king f8. Not this, not this. If you give a check, these are bad things, bad moves. The knight is very misplaced knight here. You are covering the d pawn will be also problem. You want to exchange, then you will have problem on d6. So the correct move when you play king check, I will play king f8 with the idea now king will come with the play close positions. So this is not bad. Okay. So here d4 I can show you that I'm going from my main topic. Okay, here now I can reach the position in different way. Black e4 c5 knight f3. Now I can play g6. Now d4 bishop g7. Now d5. This is not good. Queen check will come. So d5. Now d6. Now knight c3. Now knight f6. Now b2 castle. Now I play e6. You take. I solve the problem. d5 is coming. So I can reach the position this way. I can reach the position e4 c5 also like this, and I can also position d4 c5 also. D4 c5. Now d5 d6. Now you play nc3. Now I will play here knight f6, and now you play e4. No, no, what is this? c4, c4, c4. Now e5, e4, bishop e7. See, Vladimir Malakov is an expert of this line. He was second to Vladimir Kramnik. Now g3. Idea, I am not allowing that bg5 move easily. I have got rid of my bad piece. There was only one bad piece in black camp. I have got rid of that. f4. Okay, acceptable position. Black position is acceptable. No bad piece. No problem. There is no attack coming. No pawn weakness. So just pushing the pawn, attack will not come. Black is all right. I am stopping g5. No g5 break, no attack. No g5 break comes. Black is good. So I will show two more games. The whole line is playable, but move order is not important here. I stop. He is stopping my plan. My plan is to get the bad bishop or his good bishop. So I want this move. So he stops it. So I'll pin it. Again I will play bishop takes knight and bg5. So this is I'll solve my problem. Play g4. Good. Black has no bad piece, absolutely. So this is fully playable. Now, white are good players. Wait a minute. You are replying my chart after too many days. Uh, yes, Vela. Actually, I am because I am seeing concentrating the game. Sometimes I am not seeing it all the time. Larson demolished black in this line. It is a classic. I will see that. Please put me as a moderator. Okay. So here and good position. No problem. So this is how it is played. So go back to Petrosian. Watchman, that is the game Paris Kumar was referring. King's Indian attack, reverse King's Indian defense. Not the best way. Not the best way. Here we should play d5. D5 is the correct move. Bad. White is better. The idea, I am gaining time. Knight is not very well placed, but I gain time for development. He should have played simple move. And after this, I will play maybe here bishop to f4 or bishop to g5. But this is bad. White is better. Now this all these illogical moves. The knight has moved three times and helping white. The knight has wasted time. So this is intermediary move. Very well played. Plus minus. The position is very good now. Bishop. Now if you play rook, suppose you play rook here. It is rook here. This position, it is not good because the queen and the rook in the knight's range. Knight's range. Knight should threat. Now I should simply play here. What I will do now? I will play here bishop. Now pressure and threat. So rook e8 is not good because bishop c7 come with a threat. So you can't play. You cannot play rook e8 defending. I will just play bishop c7. Defend the threat. a5 pawn falling. That is why you have to play now here bishop f6. So decisive tempo. To save the piece, you have to bring the key. B here itself there is you can hit right away also. ये मार सकता अभी भी मार सकता हूँ. ये चेक दो ये भी अटैक आएगा. He will not able to escape. He will not able to escape. But this is risky. What Petrosian has done is safe card. He just brings rook. And now it is easy. Queen into because rook is ready. The queen into here check here. Now this is the only one is running away because he will go away if you give a check. So just come. The bishop is now, it is like a mating net. The king is lost. Mate cannot be stopped. The bishop is watching the squares. And now the h4 is coming. The knight will join. It is unstoppable mating attack. Nothing can stop. So, but Petrosian waited for one more. Petrosian waited for one more. No. Here, rook here. I think this is the one. This is not the actual game. I think, yeah, this is the actual game. I think here, this is the actual game happened. Mate, but you could have played queen into f6 directly. Even without bringing the rook. So the whole concept is what I liked the game, the concept. This is the move I liked. You know, here, here, on this intermediary, everything changed. Now if you play bishop takes knight, and he will survive. He will survive. You know, you can take, you can play f6 also. Now intermediary. All right. Hello, Suresh Bhai Chawda. Victor Bhai Korchnai. Now, Petrosian was well known to play some Maroziban type of positions, which he did not allow. Now, after bishop g7, e4, d6, white stands little better. Space, though it is not dangerous, it is little space. Now, knight c6 can come. Okay, be3 will come. This is standard. White is small advantage for white. So, here he did not allow the Maroziban. This is bad. D5 is bad now because of the BG5. This is just plus minus. I guess Karpov also played this and punished some strong player. Maybe Korsunoy, I am not sure. So this is bad move because of this. The center, I want to make a capture and give him a bad pawn structure and the pressure on D5. So this is now losing. If you play, you are a pawn down. Bishop knight, I will play and pawn down. So take center plus. White has advantage in space, development and center. Ignore, you can. The position is plus minus. The weak squares, the bishop belongs over here. The bishop is in the wrong place. The structure is bad. Taking the pawn, the queen is likely to be trapped. If you take the pawn, you take the pawn, the queen cannot return. Now it is likely to be trapped here. Idea, rook is like Botvinnik Spielman. Rook coming here, trap. Rook coming b1, trap. RB1 and d5 there is a threat on c7 and then rook b1 is coming, rook d3 is coming. So you cannot take that pawn. So only move. You take the pawn also trap. So queen has to go to b8. You take the pawn even with a check. I just move. Now again the queen trap is coming. So unfortunately you have to go back all the way, pushed back. Otherwise nd5 will come. So white has got lot of space, development and superior pawn structure. Beautifully played. Puzzle, check. You go to d7, knight check is crossing. Knight check, king s6, rook f3 is crossing. So only move. You go, this check will cross. This will cross. So you can't go. You have to go like this. Okay. The sacrifice, I told you that Petrosian gives a piece means it is a full finish. c7 threat. c7 threat. Queen check is coming on e6. Now, there is no respite for him. You have to give now. Queen is coming here, knight is coming, queen is coming. So only move, go away from the knight for hopeless position. The bishop attacked. The whole point is a player should not do, this whole concept is bad. That whole concept. I think Karpov beat Korsune also like that. I don't know, but this line, whole line here, it is this. This is a bad move because of BG5. I would say this is totally bad, dubious. In my opinion, dubious move because of this bishop g5 is crossing. Okay, so you should play regular line e4, d6, and play against Maragzi bind. Maragzi bind is not that it is clearly winning. So modern masters have found how to play against Maragzi bind. Okay, so a move like d5 was punished after bg5, clearly better. Hello, Marth Godani. So we reached Taras. Basically, Rubinstein line is good against Taras. Rubinstein, but this is also good. This is also good. I want to play against the IQP of black. D4 is not possible. It is not good move because of knight f4. Knight f4 is coming. And then there is a problem on the pawn. So d4 is not possible. Rook c8. Now there is a threat. So black is inferior because black has lost a time. The point is when you are playing against IQP, now the whole idea is to exchange few pieces, go for an end game. At regular interval, if white can exchange some pieces, black will have a very lot of problem. No activity will come, and black also will strive for the break. Black will continuously work for the break. So you need to watch. Do not allow that dissolving. If you get rid of only weakness, then black has no problem. That means you need to keep watching the square all the time. Number one, and few exchanges are always useful for the player playing against isolated. Exchange, please. Okay, you want to go here, this is passive. The other alternative going back. Here it is bad. Bad. You will create a target for me. So take, हो गया काम. I have exchanged a very important piece and now the pawn is firmly blocked. This is now a target for me. Square is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Force rather. Queen exchange is covering. He wants to enter the queen. Plus minus. Now he will operate in the diagonal. He will operate in the long diagonal. The way he plays very instructive. Very instructive. Now nobody, normally a player will try to play some a3 move like that, a3, b4 and try to bring the knight to the king side. But he has a different plan in mind. The pressure, I want you to play g6. I want you to play g6. हो गया काम. अभी now यहाँ अपना काम बन गया. अभी queen will return. Now the queen will return to exploit the diagonal. देखिए the whole instructive. अभी I came back here queen and their attack. Now I come back. Again this one I want to bring the queen and into the line. Now in the game this is bad. You cannot accept that. After you take, then this is rook into, and now queen. It is all over. Mate threat with the queen threat. I am threatening mate and also threatening queen. And if you play f6, the check and the knight is falling. If I check, the knight will fall. So lost. This position is bad. Endgame is lost. This is two pawns clear and better king position. So the whole exploitation weakening the position has gone two times. Here, he has gone. He came to queen side to attack one, then come back, finish the game. Beautifully played. Now it is whatever you do, it is plus. The position is dangerous. सब कुछ बंद. We can further. हो गया काम. क्रश कर दिया है. क्या क्रश कर दिया? 3 pieces for queen. हो गया. 2 pieces actually. 2 pieces and two. How many pawns? 2 pieces and rook, knight and 3 pawns. Too much. And bad king. So he resigned here. He's not premature, I would say. Resigned. One more game of Petrosian I must show you. Just game तो करना ही है. No, 3 more games I'm having. We know now this is crossing after bg pi. Already I have discussed. So we have marzi pi. In my opinion, the position is plus equal. Not much, only plus equal. I guess this is not the correct move. He should play now knight into knight. And after bishop takes, bishop c6 with the idea knight coming to d7. Okay, the position only small advantage for white. But this is how it should be played. Well, 1974. So it was not so much analyzed. So in the game he played AC, which is a bad move. Another bad move. See, this is not the correct move. The idea, next move he wants to come here and then go back. The idea is correct, but wrong timing. So C5 is a threat now. Now this is a serious threat. Plus minus. The position, now bishop will come. The idea, I will play the bishop, I will play the queen, then I will double the rook. Pressure, all these points will be under pressure. The d file, the diagonal, both the diagonals. So I will have pressure on the diagonals and the d file. This is a standard move. Capturing is bad. You have to take with the bishop only. Knight cannot capture. Then double bishop with initiative. So you cannot take. Bishop into is a plus for white. So even if you don't lose the pawn, even imagine the pawn is here also, it is bad, or here also, it is a bad position. So you can't play bishop d5. So he placed in the game knight. Now attack is coming. Now so many targets. These are the target. The king is become weak. The rook on the card rank operation. Plus minus. This is only helping me. Their queen coming is a mere help to me because anyway the queen wants to come to this point at 6. I have to anyway plan, so it is a waste of time. Waste of time for black. Bad move. Run. खत्म हो गया अभी गेम. Okay. This is just bad. F line. All white pieces are active. So the mistake was actually playing the move A6. The strategic error. Now queen H6. He should resign now. Now he will play the queen H6. It is all over. Okay. Mistake. Where is the wrong thing he is doing? You know, player. Always see what is going wrong here. This position is not a big issue. Mark the point. So here, accelerated Sicilian. This is not great. Not that the position is bad. So, for example, instead of playing this move, I can also play castle. Now you play some move like b3. Okay, I don't mind this. I'll play b6. Now b2. Now bb7, f3, and now maybe here I will play something like what I am thinking here. Now knight c6 is correct. Knight c6. Now knight to knight, it is white is slightly better. The position white stands little better. This is how he should play. But instead of playing this, he plays that very bad move, something like this. This is all. No, no, no. I played so the a6 move. What is this? It's a d6, and now this is bad. This is bad. A6 bad. Okay, I will go leave this. Braxa and Larson. These two I will complete. Laszlo Braxa. Petrosian is white, no? White is little better. Space. Preparing for e5, and then I play setup of h4, knight f1, bf5, bf4. Now if you play knight d7 here, now I will play here. I may maybe here knight f1. Now you play some bb7 or a5. Then I will play h4. To anchor, I want to bring my bishop to this point. So if I play directly, you may play g5 also. So I will play h4. Now if you play bishop h6, I will play bishop f4. Then knight h2. Queen. This is just a standard pattern of attack. So this is how the game could have continued. But in the game, I mean, Braxa plays a different system. Knight. Did I overwrite it? No, no. He plays knight e8. Provoking. Now this is after this position. The position is bad. The pieces are uncoordinated, and Petrosian demonstrates a flaw in the position. Black should open up. When you play on the king side, black must open a file, a diagonal. This pawn should have come already. This pawn should have come. The rook should have been there. You need to create a target at this point, somewhere. You need to open a file. Something you have to do. Open a line, some counter attack. Now it is just one-sided. Black is doing nothing. White is building up. Very passive. Too slow. Now he has realized that he has to do some activity. C5. Now the problem is facing C5. C5. Problem square. Bad pieces. Bad. These are bad pieces. Doing nothing. The three minor pieces are stupidly placed. Plus minus. How should how should you play right now? Okay, I will go little further. So bishop takes, and now queen takes. Now he goes for knight g5. Attack on the pressure on the pawn. I want to bring my queen. White wants to bring the queen for attack. You cannot drive it because of the knight g6, and this is also bad. What to do now? So I ask you, how should white play now? Please find out a plan. I see some sack possibility. E6 d5. You have to prepare. No, there is no need to prepare. There is no need to prepare. Sack. You are getting center pawns, and two center pawns are mobile. Bad pieces of, so sack. I think okay. This is correct move. Correct move. Now okay. You can do directly also. You can do directly also. You can do also sack, but even I think this is a better way to play. Then only sack. Now sack. Forced. हो गया काम. Devastating. The whole concept is Now it is why black is losing so weakly. Now the position is lost. Now queen is coming. He has to play. All this thing is practically forced. This, take knight. Now queen is coming. The queen enters. So you have to only move to stop. But then this pawn push and then sack. Okay, what is wrong? Why black got crushed so quickly? See, I will tell you how to handle a position in the opening. No, this is not the correct move. I would like to play move like g6, g7, bishop g2, you castle, and knight play knight. Now rook e1. Idea, I want to put prepare. So I will rather say here, I will rather play here h6. The correct move I will give because now e5 is bad because of g5. Now if you play e5, g5 and a threat is coming. My threat is coming now. Now if you play h6, h3, I will play g5. Once again the threat is coming. That is why e5 is not possible. So when you play rook e1, I play h6. My idea now stopping e5. That means you need to play c3. Now I will what I can do. I will play b6. Why b6? Now I want to castle. I of course this is a castle, but I want to create fresh target. My bishop should come to the diagonal sometime. b6. Still this is bad because of pawn push. So that means if you want to prepare e5, then you must first play h4. You must play. Now this is a real threat. Real threat. So what am I supposed to do now? Huh? Now play a5. You want to play e5, I will take the diagonal. Now I have got something in return. You play d4, I have diagonal and rook will come and castle will come. You play pawn push, I take the pawn, and maybe rook castle is okay now. Now I have got rook c8, okay. I have got the diagonal, bishop is in a nice diagonal, controlling the squares. The knight is coming here, rook is coming here. Counterplay. So this is how Garry Kasparov played against that Lubuzovic, Sicilian close, kings in an attack. So this is how the game should have been played, but not this. What is in the game? What happened in the game here? This is not correct. Not correct. Strategically not correct because now here the attack comes. The e5 move is coming. We have a direct into and white wins. Oh, okay. Next, one more game. This is Larsen, Bent Larsen, Queen's Indian defense. So there are two type of line here. This is called the classical way, and a very systematic and solid way. G3 is classical, little better. G3, then you may play A6, bishop A6, BB7, whatever. But this is other line. Second line is A3. This is complicated. Petrosian system. Now, still bishop A6 is good move. This is still good move, but C5. Not the best way. Not the best move. This is inferior because white is better in center. The main problem is white now seizes the center. seizing center. Now e4 is the one, it will give you some Benoni type of position and counterplay. So he has a different idea in mind. E3. Now you can see the positional threat. I have already discussed modern Benoni, so all of you might be acquainted with the plan. Why it is giving a positional threat of coming here? Because then in the why this move? Because if you play mechanically, let us say d6, now knight here. Now h6, bishop here. g5, bishop. g5, bishop here. Now the queen is watching the square. No knight. Now this weakness is problem. I am watching bishop is here. The knights will come. Knights will come. This is the problem. This is the problem that knight d2 is a positional threat now. Please note. So you have to play. Now this he realized. Now this is already bad position because the weakness remains. Now I think black will not be able to recover from this bad positional theme. Whatever you do, it's counterplay. d5 is not working. You are helping white to go on to the weakness. This is all bad. It's plus minus. The position is plus minus. This is bad. Free hand. So the main problem is here that this line is okay here. Where is the mistake? When you place BG5, you have to be worry. I have already discussed this Benoni. So this idea you must keep a watch. That here castle is not correct move. You should have played h6. And now bishop h4, g5. And here knight coming is a good one. No problem. Now bishop into knight you can give. It is necessary to drive. And this is the main problem is instead of this b6 move and going for Benoni. That is the drawback. The transposing after the move. It is that is the still you should have played it. All right, coming to this. So I leave this Larsen's game. So 10 games I will do in the afternoon. Botwinic and all this thing. Another 10 games I will do in the afternoon. Or 5 6 games. I think already three I have already shown. So 2 3 I have already shown from here. So 5 6 games and other positions. Thank you very much, friends, being with me. See you back at 2:30. तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Take care. Bye. Hmm.